know that there's this negative perception on parents being absent or neglectful in our community when we were younger. But family, how can we look at it in a positive perspective, in a way that kind of allows us to detach from those things we would have been learning from past generations, and allowing us to step into the fullness of who we are without those attachments, if that makes sense? If still being connected to certain family members would have harmed us more than helped us. And so that's why I feel like a lot of times when God is elevating us, when God has a chosen one that he has decided is going to shift their family in a stable and healthier lineage, a lot of times those people have to be isolated. They have to be isolated so that they can fully develop into who they are and who God needs them to be, without the attachments of where they're from. Always had appreciation for parents who were just a little bit hands-off. Now I'm not talking about parents who are neglectful or who abandon their children. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those parents who will guide and help their children, but not do everything for them, and not try to form them into something that they wish they would have did when they were younger, or try to form them based on what their life experiences have been. Because what I've realized is that a lot of those children usually are allowed to be their authentic selves without this extra layer of judgment, right? Like when you come out of a house, when your home base is judging you for trying to be who you are, that starts you at a completely different level, rather than when your home base accepts you for your authenticity, no matter where that's at, right? Parents who really, who not just accept their kids for who they are, but allow them to be that without trying to manipulate them. Now, if you grew up similar than I did, you may not have had an option, right? Because maybe your parents are working all the time, or for whatever other reason, drugs, anything, depending on what year you were born. In our community, that wasn't something that was unheard of. But what I would like us to do is to change the narrative, shift the perspective. What if God has allowed all these things to happen so that, like you said, the last will be first? What if we had to go through all these generations of things so that our people can become the fullness of who they are and shift our lineage, our generations, the world in a way that it should positively be switched, or in a way that God would want it anyway? I'm going to leave y'all with this quote, this very important quote I saw today. And it says, "Nothing is ever too broken for God to fix." Can you imagine it? Nothing is ever too broken for God to fix. That's your lineage, that's generations, that's the U.S., whatever. So keep that in mind. Much love.